Now, from Kansas City's breaking news leader, this is 41 Action News Today on 38 The Spot.
All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. It's 7 o'clock. I'm Lindsay Shively.
And I'm Patrick Fazio. Welcome to 41 Action News Today on 38 The Spot. We have a lot to get to, including an update on that breaking news from Kansas State with their lockdown. But first, we want to get you a check of your traffic. Here's Casey McDonald.
Thank you very much, you guys. Alrighty, going out to 70 right now, 70 at Blue Ridge Cutoff. Looking beautiful this morning. Things moving along. You can start to see that westbound volume if you're getting ready to head toward the downtown area. You can see it right here. Also portions of 470 as you head toward 435 this morning. But the entire stretch of 35 checking out. Downtown Loop looking good. Just checking on these two incidents. 70 westbound right at Sterling Avenue. You've got the right-hand shoulder blocked. And then you also have the left-hand shoulder blocked if you're headed out. Right-hand shoulder, 470 westbound at Raytown Road.
Lucky sunrise going on this morning. Stefan, nice to have you here on 38 The Spot. 72 degrees. Look at that. Is that not amazing or what this morning? That sun might become our enemy later on this afternoon, really warming those temperatures up as we head toward about 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Right now this morning across the area, most of us are in the upper 60s and lower 70s. Highs today are going to top out around 92. You toss in a dew point near 70. That means heat index factor near 96, 97 degrees. Not a bad holiday weekend to spend at the lake, at the pool. That is until Monday, and I'll explain why that changes here in just a couple of minutes.
Are told not to come to campus this morning. Police are looking for a possible armed suspect. Gwen Baumgartner from our NBC station in Topeka is live with the latest. Gwen, what can you tell us about the possible suspect here?
University police sent the alert about a suspected armed suspect on campus around 4:20 this morning. The alert provided the following information: that the campus is currently on lockdown and that the suspect was last seen on the south side of campus. We're told by a university official that the incident started off campus and then migrated to the university. Police do not know where the suspect is at this time. He's being described as a light-skinned black man. He's wearing a dirty white t-shirt and shorts. Now, university police are asking that students stay inside, stay in place, and if they're an off-campus student or faculty member, they're asked not to come to campus. As of right now, classes have been canceled until further notice. Live in Manhattan, Gwen Baumgartner, KSNT News.
All right, Gwen, thank you. And one of the other things we know, I just spoke with some of the people on campus. This started as armed robbery off campus, and then they couldn't find the suspect, so then it spilled on campus. Also, Manhattan Christian College, that's on lockdown as well, so no school there until they get everything all cleared up.
And a lot of those students still asleep, having no idea this is happening yet. So residents, all staff, keeping them safe. Absolutely.
And important to point out, no shots have been fired, but there is an armed suspect somewhere out there in the Manhattan area. All right, thank you, Richard.
All right, gunshots are fired inside a Kansas City grocery store. Now a man is struggling to survive his wounds.
Yeah, this happened at the Country View Mart on 58th and Swope Parkway. That's where we find 41 Action News reporter Andres Gutierrez. And Andres, who do police say is responsible for the shooting?
Well, Patrick, right now police do have a description of that suspect. We'll get to that in a moment. But first, let me go ahead and show you what's happening. The store where the shooting happened is open for business. I spoke to the clerk as he was opening up for business. He told me he didn't know or hear anything about his co-worker getting shot. But we do know that doctors are treating the victim, a man in his 30s, for life-threatening injuries. Police say a little after 10 o'clock last night, a fight began between the suspect and the clerk inside the store. It spilled outside. It ended right in front of the front entrance when the suspect pulled out a gun and fired at the employee. Here's who police are looking for. The suspect is described as an African-American man. He's 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighs 155 pounds. He has a number of gold and diamond teeth. He wore blue jeans, a white shirt, and a baseball cap at the time of the shooting. Last seen getting into a Dodge Magnum that may have had 2 other men inside, and that car does have 24-inch rims. There are surveillance cameras that line the perimeter of the structure, and they may have captured the shooting. If police do release any surveillance images, we'll go ahead and, of course, pass it along to you. Reporting live in Kansas City this morning, Andres Gutierrez, 41 Action News on 38 The Spot.
All right, Andres, thank you. The man convicted of killing 3 people in the Jewish campus shootings will call his last witness in the penalty phase of his trial today. Yesterday, prosecutors cross-examined Frazier Glenn Cross. They asked if he killed the 3 people for fame.
So you're going to tell all the people here in the courtroom that you haven't been playing up to the TV camera. That's why they're here.
Oh, I do that, sure. But that don't mean it's been all about me. It's all about the Jews.
Cross shot and killed Dr. William Corcoran, his grandson Reet Underwood, and Terry Lamano in April of last year. The case could go to the jury by today, on Tuesday. All right, one story getting a lot of reaction. A man is waiting on an insurance claim after a tree removal mishap was all caught on camera.
Now take a look. A Lexington tree removal service was trying to take down this huge oak from a yard last week when it came crashing down on a truck. The man's neighbor recorded the entire thing.
Told me they were going to cut down a full 50-year-old oak in one piece. I couldn't see it falling anywhere they wanted to, so I had to get my camera to watch it.
The company Show Me Tree has an F rating actually with the Better Business Bureau and received 8 complaints in the last few years. Some of you are sharing your top stories about trouble with tree removal companies. Read more at kshb.com/Facebook.
All right, turning to sports now, and the Royals put on quite a show last night as they had their best offensive game of the season.
And the Chiefs are proud new owners of the Governor's Cup after a Thursday night game in St. Louis.
Here's Frank Bowl with this morning's sports.
Good morning, everyone. Royals sent steady Eddie Volquez to the mound against Tigers last night. He was anything but in the top of the first. Volquez labored. The Tigers scored 3 runs on a homer and a double. He needed 38 pitches just to get out of the top of the first. Royals down 3-0 after just a half an inning. Royals countered with 2 of their own on this Kendrys Morales 2-run double. The first inning took over 45 minutes to play. Pitchers combined to throw 76 pitches. Royals were down 3-2. Bottom of the second, Royals scored 4 more times. Lorenzo Cain, this is a mile high. Look at this baseball. Drifting, drifting, drifting. Just clears the wall. 3-run homer for Cain. 11-game hitting streak. Royals on top 6-3. Royals scored 2 in the bottom of the fourth. Salvador Perez with the RBI. Royals back on top 8-6. Here is the final score from last night. Royals open a weekend series tonight with the White Sox out at the K. Chiefs trying to close out their 3rd undefeated preseason campaign. The last 2 times they did it, they ended up in the Super Bowl. They got off to a nice start. Rams quarterback Nick Foles. Pass was tipped into the hands of the Chiefs' Daniel Sorensen. That led to a Spencer Ware TD. After throwing a pick 6, Chiefs backup quarterback Chase Daniel erased that memory. Came right back, hit rookie Chris Conley with a 15-yarder. Conley 3 catches, 38 yards. Daniel was 16 for 20, 117 yards, 1 TD, 1 pick 6. It was 17 all at halftime. Aaron Murray took over at quarterback for the Chiefs in the second half. Murray's got a nice arm, gets rid of the ball quickly. He hit Darren Reeves here. Reeves fights his way into the end zone. That's a touchdown. Chiefs up 24-17. That was the final. Murray ended up 11 for 14 for 86 yards and a touchdown. The Chiefs open the regular season a week from Sunday in Houston. That's in sports. That's it in sports this evening. We'll see you later.
Good morning. Here's your entertainment news update. Sports fans, you may want to tune in to Disney's Becoming. The series produced by LeBron James will feature soccer star Alex Morgan as the first athlete profiled. She helped the U.S. win the FIFA Women's World Cup this summer. Other athletes to be featured in the series include LA Clipper guard Chris Paul and soccer goalie Tim Howard. Did you buy Lupe Fiasco's 3rd album and end up hating it? Lasers came out in 2011, but some fans are still complaining about it. Well, in response to Facebook fans' protests, he says, "Send me your copies of the album and I will destroy them with actual lasers." The rapper says he won't give them their money back or offer an apology because a lot of people liked the record. If enough angry fans contact him, he says he'll throw a lasers destroying party on New Year's Day. And remember Natalie Imbruglia. She's just released her first album in 6 years, and it contains no original songs. Instead, Male is a collection of her covering songs by male artists. Imbruglia says she knew she would end up being compared to her favorite female artists, so to avoid that, she chose only songs she loves by men, including Cat Stevens, Tom Petty, and Zac Brown Band. Male is out in stores now. That's all for today. With On the Spot, I'm Crystal Lampett.
It is 7:11. Good morning to you this morning. Not a bad sunrise going on in many areas for us this morning. Temperatures are going to warm as we go through the afternoon today. Right now, the readings primarily in the 60s and the 70s. 71 in Richmond, 69 in Chillicothe. Do we have the temperature map, guys? Can we put that in the monitor back there? 68 in St. Joseph, 70 in Warrensburg right now. I can tell you that. High temperatures today. There we go. High temperatures will be in the lower 90s. Heat index will be a factor today, around 95 to about 96 degrees. Making plans for the Labor Day holiday weekend. It's more of the same, 90s for tomorrow and Sunday. It's Labor Day Monday. We have a chance for showers and a few thunderstorms. So certainly a weekend for the pool. How about those roads as you travel out and about? Casey McDonald on 41 Traffic Now.
Thank you, JD. They're looking great this morning. 70 at Blue Ridge Cutoff. Looking fantastic. Westbound, you're obviously going to see a little bit more volume as opposed to the eastbound side, but really a non-issue, as you can see reflected here on the map. 470 if you're headed westbound through Lee's Summit. A little bit stop and go, but that's really your only issue, and it's really not that bad this morning. You've got a broken down vehicle westbound 70 at exit 10 for Sterling Avenue, blocking the right shoulder, so really not so bad there. We did have a disabled vehicle here westbound 470, could have been causing that slowdown. Right-hand shoulder was blocked at Raytown Road, but again, that's clear and out of the way. Drive times to downtown, everything looking great, everything under 20 minutes.
All right, you're watching 41 Action News today on 38 The Spot. It's going to be a great Friday. Look at that sunrise. We'll be right back.